I'm Charlie, and I'm 58 years old, and I am a CFO of a company here locally in the city of Irvine. Well, my wife did not drag me in to see Dr. Sun. I came in willingly after about 2 weeks of seeing and experiencing the benefit that my wife had received as in her emotional state and her spontaneity and love of life. Those things had dramatically changed to where she had been probably 5 years ago. And I knew that that was not prefabricated or made up. And I wanted what she had because I had felt the need to increase some vitality and get it back in my life, and just the desire to go on and be creative. So her testimony of what had benefited her was what prompted me to want to call. I asked her to give me the phone number, and I called and came in within a few weeks of when my wife had first come in. When I actually saw Dr. Sun, I had been seeing a homeopathic chiropractor that had been helping me. I'd had and developed some vertigo because I had depleted my adrenal system, which he helped me get over and overcome, but I still was having a lot of fatigue. And the items and things that he had me doing were somewhat beneficial, but not to the extent of which I had hoped to get, to have the increased vitality that I was looking for, that I had seen my wife experience. As far as the male andropause, I was in denial. I just thought that the menopause was for women and that was okay, that was just a fact of life, but I would say that yes, we men do go through a part and a stage in life where we start waning in desires, waning in creativity, falling asleep during the middle of the day, probably experiencing a lot of the same symptoms that women do, but most of us guys are in denial. With Dr. Sun, I felt and experienced the treatment was taking effect within just a few days. I felt like I had increased in my thinking and my thought process, creativity, had kind of returned some of the passion for doing projects and coming up with things to do and do them better had returned. And so I would say it was probably just a few days before I started noticing the difference. I would say the most beneficial, if I had to choose one benefit, was just kind of the emotional well-being, learning to get along with my wife in a better way, dealing with each other in a more creative and a productive way instead of combating each other and just kind of giving in. I think both of us experienced that desire and the ability to work things together, to work through things together. As far as the pellet having a benefit for the sexuality of us guys, I would say yes. It's a very positive benefit. It actually helps bring back not only the thoughts of enjoying sex with your spouse, but it helps you to thoroughly enjoy that and to feel like you're on your honeymoon again. As far as the actual experience of coming in to meet with Dr. Sun and her staff, it was very pleasant. Dr. Sun's staff is very cordial and very inviting, very understanding. As far as the actual procedure of the pellets, I was a little apprehensive, a little bit nervous. My wife had told me a little bit about it, but it was actually a very simple, there was no need to be apprehensive. It was a very simple procedure. Within a few days, there had been a little bit of swelling, which Dr. Sun said would be normal. And it was something that it wasn't such a bad thing to go through because of the benefit that I received. It was well worth a day or two of a little discomfort. But I've been back since, and I will continue to come back. Well, as far as recommending Dr. Sun, I would absolutely, and have already. I've got some close friends that have seen the benefits that my wife and I have both experienced, and I would highly recommend going the pellet route. We've got some friends that have taken the topical as well as pill form, and they just don't seem to have the same results that my wife and I have both experienced. So I highly recommend Dr. Sun and her method of inserting the pellets, and have seen the benefit of them. Well, it's interesting that you raised the question of how Dr. Sun has benefited in our life, not just through the sexuality and the emotion, but just in our experiencing love again, not just physical, but spiritually and emotionally, being connected, being able to work together in a positive way. The testosterone level has risen a little bit in both of us, but having the love and respect for each other, being able to work together in a lot of ways has been a huge benefit. As a matter of fact, when we saw Dr. Sun just a week ago, we both did tell her thank you so much for bringing back, you guys got me, for bringing back some of our life to us that we had felt had waned and had gone away. And we did experience just recently a time together where we told each other that we didn't realize how good love could be, and how much in experiencing each other in a loving and compassionate way. At the age that we are, to look each other in the eyes and be able to tell each other how much we love each other and care about each other. It's an incredible place to be in life. So thank you, Dr. Sun.